I wanted to make a few videos about individual housemates before tonight's episode of Big Brother, and this video is about Khaled. Up until now, he's not really had a lot of screen time, and the only times that I can really remember seeing him is when he was working in the resort and he was playing football with Ryan, and then when he upset Hannah and he was apologising to her for that. But other than that, he's been quite quiet, up until now when he's recently won the HOH comp. Up until now, we have heard Ali say that she thinks a few people in the house aren't genuine, and Khaled is one of those people. And obviously Lily agrees because she thinks that Ali can read minds. Literally. So when he won the HOH comp, he also won a 10-minute party, and during that 10-minute party, he came down to apologise to everybody else and says that he felt bad. And Ali was just like so harsh with him, and she's like, oh, you don't have to give us a big speech. Like the way she spoke to him, I thought was quite disgusting. Like, even when I hate somebody, if they're talking like that and they're like, oh, really sorry, and I don't think they're being genuine, I'll just be like, aye, right, okay, and that'll be it. But she spoke to him literally like a child, and I didn't understand it because she speaks to Lily all the time, and she's never spoke to her like that. So Khaled was talking to Shagan and Izzaz, and he was saying, I think that the vibes feel off in the house, and he obviously says to Izzaz, well, if you don't notice it, then you're lying, which I thought was a bit harsh, right, because not everybody picks up on these things. But when Izzaz says that he didn't want to get involved and he wanted to stay neutral, and then he went and told Ali, and Ali says, I'm just going to go and speak to him. When she actually sat down to speak to him, I felt like she was so patronising, so condescending, and he was just like so calm about it. And I thought, if somebody had to sit and speak to me like that, I would go fucking mental. I would think to myself, why are you speaking to me like a child, and you've got an absolute fucking cheek, because you're actually hanging about with somebody in the house that's like a fucking 5-year-old. Now, I don't think for 1 second that everything that he's saying is genuine. Like, he says that he's never even seen one episode of Big Brother, which I don't believe. But a lot of people have come into the house and said that over the years. I think that a lot of people in their 20s are worried about what other people think of them. Now, as a 40-year-old, I do not give one fuck what people think. But when you're 23 and you're going on national TV, you're obviously going to be worried about it, and he doesn't want to come across as a bad person. It's not as if I think he's the most nice, genuine guy in the whole world, but I just didn't like the way she spoke to him. I would much rather somebody was cheeky to me, or was like really rude to me, or was nasty to me in my face and just was like, I fucking hate you, I can't stand you, don't speak to me. Rather than being patronising. I cannot stand people being patronising. And it makes it even worse the fact that he's 23 and she's 38. The only time that I would ever speak to somebody like that is if I was already in a conversation and we were having a bit of an argument, and then they came out with something so fucking stupid. Then I would be condescending. But I wouldn't go into a conversation like that and just speak to them like that straight away when they haven't even done anything yet. Maybe over time he'll say more and I'll be like that, he's an actual dick, right? But just for at the moment, I just really don't like the way that she spoke to him. And obviously he's got a power now because he's HOH, and he gets to decide somebody extra to put up for nomination, and he can take somebody down, or he can just put an extra person up. And I think that he's going to put Ali up. But I don't know if she's going to go. It really depends on who else is up. I think that if Marcello's up for nomination, he's going to go, because the vast majority of the comments that I've seen, they absolutely hate him. I think that Lily might be up, but again, the comments that I've seen, everybody's loving her. So it's hard to tell. But there's a lot of mixed comments that I've seen about Ali now. So I kind of don't know what to think about him. I think that he's a nice guy. Obviously, a lot of other people in the house are saying that they don't think he's genuine. And on the Late and Live show last night, Ryan was saying that he kind of noticed it once he got out of the house and he was thinking about some of the stuff that he was saying. But I don't love him. But for what I've seen, it looks as if he's just kind of paranoid about what people on the outside think, and he doesn't want to come across as a dick. One thing that I don't really understand is that when people go into Big Brother and they try and stay out of the drama, regardless of whether you want to win or not, obviously you don't want other people in the house to vote for you. But it makes no sense to go into the house and try and stay out of the drama, because that's what people watch it for. And I'm up for it. I'm up for going in there and just fucking causing havoc. But let me know in the comments what you think of Khaled. Whose side are you on? Do you think Ali's right, or do you think Khaled's right? Or do you think that they're both cunts? Let me know in the comments.